All right, so I'm doing a bunch of these short videos of inking small figures on this big page. This is a double page spread, 2 pages that I'm drawing at once, and I've got these figures that are all pretty small. One of the things that I learned when you're drawing smaller figures is to really just look at the shapes. You don't need all these details. Even though my sort of pencils here have the eyes and face made out pretty clearly. I'm still too guilty of putting too much detail into this because it's just too easy to do, and I'm zoomed in here, right? But it's better off just leaving things open and loose than going in and doing a lot of details when the figures are small. Even if you can, because they can tend to get muddy. So I tend to try and just break these down to the most open and simple shapes as possible, which I typically do in my finished drawings and such anyway, but I really try and push that more when it's these tiny figures like this. And it's funny, I tend to, you can see I'm moving pretty smoothly here. What's funny is as the day goes on and my mental energy decreases, by the end of the night, I'll look at a page, I can't even think about where to put the next line. Like, it's so much mental energy. But early in the day or early in the groove, the lines come to you before you can even think about it. You already know what to lay down, where it's going to be thick, where it's going to be thin. Even though these are going to be solid shapes, I'm still like capturing the thickness here versus the thinness here, thickness versus thinness, because that's kind of like where the light is bouncing off of the characters and such. And giving their shoes a tiniest bit of highlight to differentiate from their pants. But again, for the most part, just keep things extra simple. Like these hands, I just need the shape of the outline. You know, this indicates a thumb, this indicates some knuckle or fingers. But I'm not going to get into the details of breaking everything down because nobody's going to look at it on tiny figures like that. And if they do, I don't know what I got for you. All right, so here I'm just going to figure out some highlights. Pretty much done here. Not the greatest figure to show off or anything, but you know, there's 5 panels a page, 22 pages per issue. I'm hoping that you're reading my comics for the story and like the acting and stuff, not specifically because you want to zoom in and, God forbid, don't study my anatomy. It's a little funky, like I can't put my finger on it right now, but one of the things that I like, and you can see how I'm moving, is I need momentum. Momentum to move forward. So maybe once this has like my backgrounds and everything integrated into this page, then the little things that I don't like about his proportions won't matter. But I won't be able to tell until I see the rest of it. So why bother fighting with it right now? Just I need that momentum to move forward because there's whatever the math is, what is 5 times whatever. It's a lot of panels, a lot of figures on a page. And anyway, there you go. I don't know if that was helpful.